Hi, I am Michael Martin. As you heard Joel say, we are trying to change the world. Well, what happens when you try? Sometimes you succeed. Let me tell you about it. In the Penguin Corps, we had weekly meetings on Wednesdays after school. At those meetings, we selected a leader to be the master of the ceremonies and get things going. We always started the same way. The leader asked us, "What are we trying to do?" We replied, "Change the world." Then the leader asked, "How do you change the world?" We replied, "Be crazy enough to think you can." That got things started on a positive note, and we were excited about whatever we were doing that night. Lessons started for us with learning how to install software. This isn't just the apps, but also the operating system itself. And doing it in Linux is very different from doing it in Windows. Most of these computers we worked on were about to be sent to the recycler, but with Linux, we revived them. They are currently in the social studies classrooms at our school. Some of the lessons we used came from the FLOSS Desktop for Kids curriculum from the Open Source Initiative. It has a lot of good ideas that really worked for us. Its author, Patrick Masson, wanted to see schools have a ready resource for doing this kinds of stuff. Most people today think installing software means simply clicking a button that says install. Well, that can be done in the Linux world too, but we found it a whole lot more fun to open up a terminal window and type the commands. In fact, all of the members of the Penguin Corps learned how to do this. We never made it a requirement because everyone wanted to do it anyway. I enjoyed it too. Most of the Penguins were also in technology classes at school, where we learned about digital citizenship. When we came to club meetings, it was expected that we would operate under the same digital values we had been taught. In fact, we were expected to model it for other students. This included not hacking into other kids' machine accounts or using the machines for bad things. As I mentioned, we refurbished computers. We worked on old computers that either the school didn't want anymore or people gave to us. Some of these computers were given to families that didn't have a computer. Others were set up in classrooms that needed a few more. We've been able to provide full classroom sets of laptops for 2 middle school classrooms and pairs of desktop computers for 4 elementary classrooms. Lots of kids were helped that way. From there, we want to present at conferences just like this one, and started a YouTube channel. Feel free to subscribe to us. Perhaps a website is on the way. You know what they say about all work and no play, right? We end each season at the Penguin Corps by having a fun game night. We got to have fun installing and playing open source video games, and we ate a lot of snacks. What impact did we have? For starters, our social studies teachers didn't need to check out the computer carts because they had computers in their rooms. Again, those were computers nobody else wanted. From September until now, our Linux user base has grown from 0 to over 300 students. Us kids are learning tech skills that we won't learn anywhere else, at least not yet. And let's not forget that our students have a computer to use at home. Thank you for listening, or as we say in Russian, благодарю за внимание. Coming up next is Sophie Svela.